should have gotten a dolly. This damn thing is so heavy. Whoa. Hey yo, this is Dash, and this is a chamber vacuum that I got from VEVOR. VEVOR reached out and said, hey, look at this list. Is there anything on this list that you would be willing to do a unboxing and review for? I said, sure. I'd been talking about a vacuum sealer. Here is a chamber vacuum sealer. Here is my new, to me, chamber vacuum sealer. So I'm going to get it opened up. We're going to test it, and I'll tell you guys what I think. And if you need one, and you probably will. Get ready. So first, this thing is packaged phenomenally. This is crazy. Let's take off the shipping label. All right, so let's get this thing opened up. Got the box off, got the top off rather. All right, this is nice. I was gonna say this is one of those boxes that just lifts off the top, but it looks like, no, I was trying to just rip it. But let's see here. Wow, this is pretty cool. All right. This thing is monstrous. Oh my gosh. Whoa. Holy cow. All right. Goodness gracious. All right. My goodness. So far, the, let's say, build quality on this seems to be pretty darn nice. All right. So I'm guessing you just stick your bag in here, let it close and do the thing. Whoa. Just gonna kind of look around. There's a little bit of debris in there, but whatever. Oh, there's pieces of rubber. All right. Let's open this up, see how it works. Oh, so let's see, let's look at this, what's in here. So there's two, I don't know, I guess this goes over the heating element. I don't know what they're called. Here's some, oh, this is a gasket. Oh, here's the gasket here. This is another gasket replacement. The power certificate of approval. I don't know what this band does. There's a metal band here. We'll have to dig into the instructions and see what this does. But metal band. This looks like a top for the oil. Some instructions. Ooh, let's see. All right. Yep. Unscrew the rear cover. All right, so here inside is the vacuum pump, and this is what I have to fill with oil. Take that out. Then it says to fill it between 1/2 and 3/4 of the observation hole. Here's the observation hole. So let's fill it up. Yeah, it smells like, say, gear oil, but something like that. Oh, there's an O-ring here. That is kind of important. Make sure that goes back on the screw there. So let's just pour some oil down in here. It feels like I put a bunch of oil in there, but there's not much has gone in there yet. But I'm like, why don't I see the level rising? There we go. All right. Add a little smidge more. Figure once it starts running, there's probably crevices and things like that that the oil needs to get into. Making sure that O-ring is in there. I can feel it. All right, now I'm gonna get this turned around. We'll put the plate back on, cover plate back on, then get it turned around. See about getting it fired up. So the cover plate goes underneath of the bezel here. I didn't notice it because this was in the way and I couldn't see it. So let's try that again. Oh, shoot. Be careful on the sheet metal. It is pretty sharp. I can feel that it could pretty easily cut your hand. Get all 4 screws put back in here. All right, now it's time to plug it in and turn it on. All right, it's on. Whoa. All right, so on the side of the machine here, there is an operation guide. So it's showing different thicknesses, the reference range, and it tells you to set it up. When I looked everything up in the instruction manual, it pretty much told you out of the box, it should be pretty much set and almost ready to go. So the vacuum time, I'm gonna drop this down to 30 seconds and my sealing time to 2 seconds. And the cooling time, I'm gonna put it up to 3.5 seconds. So it said the vacuum time between 30 and I'll tell you exactly what it says. So between 30 and 40 seconds for the sealing time, for the vacuum time, between 30 and 40 seconds, between 2 and 2 seconds for the sealing time. Of course, it says according to the thickness of the vacuum bag. It says it is strictly prohibited to set the sealing time too long, or you may burn up or out the sealing heating strip. And then of course there's a marinate function here. I will be trying that at some point, maybe over the winter when I get some soup or make some soup. But for today, I got some of my favorite hot sausage, and what I'm going to do is basically take this. This is a pack of 16, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 16 sausages. I'm going to take half of them and put them into the freezer, and the other half I'm going to put into the refrigerator, but we're going to use this vacuum sealer to do it. It came with 30 bags, and it says that I'll have to look specifically to see what the maximum bag size is, but this looks like maybe 10 by 12 or 12 by 10, but I'm excited. I am excited. So I'm gonna get the 2 bags out. Let's get the sausages opened up, and we're gonna figure out how this thing works. Seems pretty simple. Even I can do it. All right, get a glove on. There's 7. Oh, here, we can do this. Let's change the orientation in here. Maybe I can get all of the sausages. There's 6, 7, 8. And the second bag. Four, 6, 7, 8. Throw this away. I'll be right back. I had to walk all the way around because someone left a mess on the floor. All right, so it says to push this up in here. Lift up the lever, put it over top of the heating element. Whoa! I didn't expect it to start by itself. That was pretty cool. And there's a countdown and there's a timer. All right. Oh, holy cow. That was pretty cool. Whoa. I thought that it did. Wow, that was really cool. All right. Now I wish I had more stuff to vacuum seal. Okay, so I'm going to bring this closer so you guys can see. And maybe I'll bring you up, put you at a different angle so you can see down in this thing. All right, so I just chucked this down in here. And again, the heating element. This is the heating element, and the other thing is like a sheath for the heating element. And we'll get that down. And whoa, it surprised the heck out of me when it started automatically. There we go. This looks pretty professional. All right. Whoa. That is so cool. Oh my goodness. This thing's cool. I can't wait to use it when I have to seal up my next brisket. The fit and finish, the presentation of this bag looks so much more professional than the bags that I was using. The regular, we're not going to even mention the name, the vacuum sealer. Wow. 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 This is fantastic. And I'm so glad I was able to get something simple. I did find out, I'm not sure if I mentioned it, this strip of metal is a replacement heating element. This is a new gasket for the top, and then covers for the heating element. There's no setup. This was, aside from putting oil in the thing, there was nothing to do, nothing to assemble. This is fantastic. If you haven't already, you need to look into getting yourself one of these. I highly recommend it. Anyway, thanks again, as always, for watching. Thank you, VEVOR, for sending this out. You know, feel free if you want to hit me up and send something else out, just let me know. Anyway, thank you guys so very much again. I am looking forward to using this in an upcoming brisket vacuum sealing video. I mean, yo, can you just imagine all the different things you can do with this? Meal prep, leftovers, and then you could probably take this bag, sous vide, you could take this bag and just drop it in some warm water and heat up whatever it is that you have in here right in this bag. Wow, wow, wow. I'm ecstatic. This is fantastic. I'm gonna look into getting some smaller bags because I buy these sausages rather frequently. And gosh, I am over the moon at how easy that was to use. And I can't wait to use it again. So now I'm gonna be looking for stuff to vacuum seal for no reason other than just to vacuum seal it. All right, I'm gonna let you guys go. Thank you so very much again, as always, for watching. I'll see you next time. Woo!
More butter, baby.